Welcome back to ETCISO. Now, as enterprises expand across cloud, remote work, and digital ecosystems, the cyber attack surface is growing just as fast. And the threats today are far more sophisticated than before. To discuss the most dangerous cyber attacks facing enterprises and how organizations can defend themselves, I'm joined by Anirban Mukherji, CEO and founder of miniOrange. Anirban, thank you so much for joining us for this conversation. Let's start with setting the context for our audiences. Enterprises we know today are more connected than ever. There are a lot many things like cloud apps, third party integrations, remote work, and everything. So talk to us about how has this actually expanded the cyber attack surface.
Very interesting question. Thanks for inviting me. Before answering that question, I would like to emphasize the 2 points that you said. One is cloud apps, and the other one is remote work.
Yeah.
Well, cloud apps I hear is they're going away because with the AI stack coming in, a lot of companies are rethinking their investment. A lot of investment has gone into adoption of cloud apps, but right
Mm-hmm.
now, this AI tools it
Mm-hmm.
gives a big opportunity for cutting down on all the investment that they have made.
Okay.
One such example is a huge company which I can't name. They're spending, say, $19 million a year on just making sure that their service management and
Mm-hmm.
DevSecOps is taken care of.
Mm-hmm.
They have an option to rebuild that stack using AI tools for a fraction of the cost. So that's
Okay.
happening. Very interesting thing. And then another thing is remote work, you said. Um, it sounds good. It sounds fun. A lot of my developers, when they resign, the reason they tell me is they are doing it because they got a remote work opportunity. People who have been doing it for a while, they are regretting it and they're wanting to come back. However, when I talk to my recruiter friends, when I talk to my recruiters in the company, and when I observe the attrition rate, there are no jobs. So
Yeah.
I feel that AI attack is hitting us very, very in a big way,
Yeah.
and remote work and all of that. Obviously, coming back to your question, which is how it expands the attack
Yeah.
surface. More than that, the adoption of AI itself. Forget about people who are working remotely. People who are in the office and
Mm-hmm.
adopting AI tools. That is
Mm-hmm.
increasing the attack surface
Mm-hmm.
in a big manner. So,
Okay. Then, as you said, like cloud apps are no longer to stay,
well,
right?
see, I have made see some. If some people have made a lot of investment in there,
Yeah.
but there are other people who are not adopting them and they are making the same functionality using AI tools.
AI
So
tools.
they'll
Yeah.
be much more efficient and
Yeah.
faster.
Yeah. Yeah.
They'll last longer.
Yeah.
That does not mean if I've done millions of dollars of
Yeah.
investment, I'm not going to, say shun
Yeah.
it and move on to
Yeah.
AI tools today.
Yeah.
But that is happening.
But the threat landscape is constantly evolving, like from ransomwares to identity attacks. They have become huge also nowadays. So talk to us about, like, in your view, what are those major or what are the most dangerous attacks today that organizations perhaps should be worried of?
I've been in this industry for 27 years. I started hearing about ransomware and identity as a perimeter about a decade ago.
Yeah.
Right now, that stock is coming to India.
Okay.
So I think we are way behind if you're talking about ransomware and
Mm-hmm.
identity.
Mm-hmm.
What we should be talking about is how Cloudflare was disrupted. And because Cloudflare was affected, a lot of their customers were affected.
Okay. Okay.
And it
Okay.
is happening with zero-day attacks.
Hmm.
And the other attack that we should be talking about is social engineering attacks
Yeah.
using AI tools. Very, very persistent as well as hyper personalized.
Hmm.
So they will figure out you because a lot of you is on the social media,
Hmm.
and they will create a phishing email that will look so real to you, and so you will click.
Yeah.
And if you click,
Yeah.
something gets installed. So that's
Yeah.
social engineering and
Mhm.
hyper personalized attacks using AI tools. That's what I would talk about. I would talk about attacks like the using the S-bomb, uh, through which Cloudflare was attacked. I would talk about the CrowdStrike
Yeah.
impact that we
Yeah.
had
Yeah.
all over the world,
Yeah.
and uh, so these are the major. The AI wave. It is just creating so many different type of attacks. Those are the things that I would talk about.
All right. So, talking about these attacks, in the AI-led era. It's also the era of AI versus AI, right? Even the attackers are using AI. So talk to us about how these attacks are impacting organizations and how also the organizations now need to rework on their strategies, the cyber attack strategy, cyber security strategies, perhaps.
Um, the first thing is all the search. I'm being a small startup headquartered in India. A lot of my business was dependent on digital marketing. Now the AI search is taking 40% of that away from Google. So
Hmm.
now I have to cater to that. It's
Yeah.
impacting me in a big way.
Yeah.
Similarly, the some of the other things that come up is in pockets. Different customers are worried about
Mhm.
pen testing using AI or agent security and
Mhm.
all of that. Nobody is able to grasp the entirety of it.
Yeah.
There was a post in LinkedIn a couple of days ago from my friend, and he was saying, I want the world to pause for 60 days so that I can catch up. There is so much innovation happening
Yeah.
around AI
Yeah.
that is difficult to just grasp. Many When the LLMs were first introduced by OpenAI, a lot of companies built wrappers around it. We as consumers of those, we adopted them. Now we find that there are better wrappers around
Yeah.
available.
Yeah.
So the world is rapidly changing. It's getting very, very difficult for companies to just grasp it.
Yeah.
And I see pockets of information. And in my speech later on in this ETCISO seminar, I'm going to talk about the 4 angles, which is security of AI, security for AI, security from AI. And there are different
Yeah.
angles to it.
Yeah.
And I'll be talking all about it so that at least the C-level execs know what all is there to be
Yeah.
protected.
Yeah.
They're talking about specifically about agent security and this and that, agent authentication. But that's a very pinpointed thing, and many of it doesn't even apply to many organizations.
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
No, absolutely. Talk to us about, for CISOs, as you said, the strategies in the new environment, the new AI led world are going to be different for CISOs now. The playbook is going to perhaps be different. So talk to us about the CISOs and security leaders watching this. To sum it up, what are the top two or top three prevention strategies or strategies that they should perhaps apply in their organizations for the new and upcoming threats that we're going to see in the few years?
very interesting and very important question to be answered. Um, so the softwares are generally built for humans. Now we have to build software for agents
Agents.
and agent security. And right now, for example, there was a case where there was a dating app built in New Jersey, New York area, and it leaked information of a lot of subscribers. Then there was another thing, important case like Replit, where agent itself was given access to do a certain task. It deleted the master database in production, and then it just tried to apologize for it. Softwares that are going to be very important going forward is making sure that agent is treated as not a software agent but actually as a superhuman
Okay.
who has to be given limited powers. And we should not be trying to make a huge agent which can do a lot of things. We have to make small agents and put them in different places and give them limited opportunities and limited access rights. So things like access governance of agents, those things are going to be very important. There are protocols being written. It's called IDJAG for agent authentication. So agent
Okay.
authentication, authorization, fine-grained access control. We are doing something on anomaly detection, behavioral. If there's a behavioral difference, we detect it. Data classification, because AI tools,
Yeah.
they are going to be using a lot of this data and try to crunch it and get some intelligence out of it. And in the process, we don't want it to be leaked. So data classification, tagging, where all the data is going, and all of that. Those kind of tools are going to be very important. And tools where we are, other type of tools are productivity tools. So
Okay.
for a development organization,
Okay.
I want to develop code faster. My developers are doing 6 months worth of work in 2 weeks now. But the problem is writing code just moves the bottleneck from writing code to the reviewing part. Now there are companies which are trying to build automated by introducing mathematical models based on lean to build agents which will not only write code but also review their own code and fix it.
Yeah. Yeah.
So a lot of, I mean, it's a fast moving world.
Yeah.
So a CISO has to be on his toes to just be aware of what all is happening, and then adopt those things which are very important for him, and let those things that are important to him but they're yet not mature in the market, let that be for some time,
Yeah.
and wait for 6 months, and when they mature, then adopt them.
Yeah, so perhaps it's time to sort of look at your company first and then decide what kind of tools do you need. And this is, I guess, same with the AI thing also. Like many companies are now adopting AI at a faster pace, but they're not able to match up the pace of that adoption with their security frameworks at this
Plus
point
they're
in
also
time.
not able to get the benefit that they would expect.
Yeah.
Like, for example, I'm last year at RSA in San Francisco, I heard about Cursor making $1 billion in revenue, and I thought, oh, are my developers using Cursor? And I paid a lot of money to get that to my work place, but I was expecting a 10x productivity increase. It did not
It
happen.
didn't happen.
The
Yeah.
senior most people are able to use AI as it is supposed to be used, but the junior folks, they're not. We are still training them.
Yeah.
And if they automate one part of it, then the next part becomes a bottleneck. So
Yeah.
it's going to be a while when we all catch up, and all the but it is happening. The productivity is happening to some extent. I used to think that all this talk about developers not having a job, it's all not going to materialize.
Hmm.
But when I see the attrition numbers in my company,
Hmm.
they are coming down. When I talk to my recruiters, when I talk to recruiters outside, they are saying that their inbox is flooded right now with
Yeah.
emails. So I think there's something that is happening. So
Yeah, so a lot has to be done when
yeah,
it comes to AI, and a lot has been already happening when
yeah.
it comes to AI. Well, thank you so much for being a part of this conversation. Do you want to add something to sum it up for our CISOs, for our audiences?
I think ETCISO is a very high quality conference. I was surprised. I came here at noon, and I was surprised at the quality of the sessions. I attended a panel where the level of talk was really high. It made me go back to my slide deck and change it so
Hmm.
that I can meet the expectations of the CISOs here.
Yeah.
So very high quality conversations and sessions, and the lead quality is also very high. And I think I heard that you guys do two such
Yeah,
events.
events.
One is the South
Yeah.
event, and
Yeah.
this is the
Yeah.
North event.
Yeah.
So I'm actually I will be very interested in attending the South event as well.
Yeah.
Because I'm really energized. I've traveled the world doing all these events for about 27 years, like I said, and this kind of conversation I used to have in San Francisco. Now I'm
Hmm.
having this conversation in my backyard, so
Back
I'm
in
very
India,
happy.
yeah. All right, we are as well waiting for that conference to happen, and we welcome you with all our heart to that conference also. Well, thank you so much for being a part of this
Thank you.
discussion, and we'll perhaps continue having the discussions around AI and how to safeguard also ourselves from AI even after this interview. And to our viewers, stay tuned for many, many more such exciting conversations only at ETCISO.